The next time the world comes to an end in the middle of the night, you have my permission to wake me up.
I tried. But you basically were passed out.
Well, good point. I read all the details in the competition. How's Blair doing?
She's out of emergency surgery. They managed to stop the internal bleeding. Of course, they say she's going to be just fine, but when she does recover, she faces major surgery. She's fractured her hip and her pelvis. She has broken ribs, cracked vertebrae. I'm very grateful that she's alive. Grateful and amazed.
But the baby's not so fortunate.
And someone is going to need to tell Blair.
Well, where does this leave Star? Is there any late news on an alternate donor?
No. But they've stopped those horrible chemo treatments because there's no point in preparing her for a transplant that may not happen. They're trying to jumpstart her bone marrow. She hasn't got much time.
I am so sorry.
Thank you.
Here, hang on to this for a while. It's a loan.
A rosary?
Mayor gave it to my father on their wedding day.
Mayor?
Mary, my mother. No, you don't have to say it. Just hold on to it. If there were any words for this, I'd say them. You hear, that says enough. This is not the right time to mention this, but I ran into Vicky at the hospital and we agreed that I would cover the story for the banner. Is that amenable to the two of you?
Patrick?
I don't have a problem with that. Good. We'll talk later. You're in no shape for an interview right at the moment. No, sorry. No apologies necessary. You don't owe anything to anyone right now. Except Blair. Is Todd still in there?
Oh, no. He's bullying the DNA lab. He would have made a wonderful father.
My father told me always to carry two things with me at all times. A lighter and a handkerchief.
This is all Marty's fault.
Patrick's Margaret?
Yes, the Margaret you thought was so lovely. She made a hideous scene here at the hospital last night. She got Blair so upset that Blair went running off into the night and into the path of that maniac who forced Patrick off the road.
Oh, is there any news? How's Blair?
Blair's still unconscious.
Oh, God.
But she's alive, and she's going to pull through. They're certain of it.
Is there any news about the other driver?
At this moment, I wouldn't make book on where the other driver fits in the food chain.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. This is Mel Hayes.
Hi, from Washington?
I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to meet under happier circumstances. I was just about to say to your aunt, if there's divine justice, then the driver of the other car will eventually suffer the torments of hell.
I'd rather he suffered the torments of me, and Kelly can tell you we can't wish him much worse than that, can we?
No, probably not. I am so sorry. I wish that we could go back to last night, and I wish I could change everything.
Don't we all? Of course we can't.
Keep thinking of the baby. And somebody having to tell Blair.
You and Cassie and I will take care of Blair. We will love and comfort her.
How can I? How can we comfort her?
All right, I'm going to head back to the banner and pull up everything we've written about Star and start a cram course on bone marrow transplants.
And maybe there'll be some good news as I'll identify the other car.
If I could make the news instead of write it, that would be my lead. I'll see you later.
I can't bear this anymore. I wish I could call Joey. I know that he would understand.
So why don't you?
I can't.
Why?
He has written me a letter and he broke up with me.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
How could you? It was a surprise to me, too. We were in love.
You were in love. Okay? Forgive me for saying this, but you're better off, all right? You're much better off having a broken heart than a deluded one, because a broken heart will always heal. And someday, you will find out how very wrong he was for you, because you will find a man who is strong and supportive and just like Mel is.
I don't think I like Mel.
Why not?
He scares me.